Travelling in an open car, they were shot at close range by Gavrilo Princip, one of the gang who had planned the operation. Driven to hospital, they arrived dead, still sitting upright in their car. The conspirators were mainly Serb nationalists and had been funded and equipped by the Serbian intelligence service. Even in Britain, this remote event was felt. Mrs. G.S. Freeman was the wife of a Times editor.
At the end of June, I went to Ireland with my husband. We had a marvellous holiday there and went fishing, and my husband had a motorboat. And we went walking a great deal, and we lived on lobsters and salmon and plover's eggs and baby whale. I don't know if you've ever eaten it, it's jolly good. And then on the 29th, this awful news arrived.
In Germany, the Kaiser was hosting his annual naval regatta in Kiel. Ships from the British Navy had been invited, and Captain William Goodenough of HMS Southampton was there.
The Kaiser, when visiting the British flagship, wore the uniform of a British Admiral of the Fleet, and said with that somewhat exaggerated phrase of speech to which he was addicted, that he was proud to wear the uniform worn by Lord Nelson. His brother, Prince Henry, an honorary admiral in our own fleet, said, "This is what I have long hoped for, to see a portion of the British and German fleets laying side by side in friendship in Kiel Harbor." The feeling between the more senior officers was friendly, if rather dispassionate. With the more junior officers, the fraternization appeared to be complete. Their private homes were open to such of our officers who cared to go and see them, their clubs, their day and night amusements. All were friendly. Then came the blow. The Kaiser was out in his racing yacht and was hastily recalled to be told that his great personal friend, the Archduke Ferdinand of Austria, lay murdered at Sarajevo. The Kaiser sat alone in the boat sent for him, a dramatic figure plunged in gloomy thought. He left Kiel for Berlin the next morning, having said little except to express his personal horror at the loss of his friend and the necessity of affording protection to crowned heads by condign punishment. I spent the last afternoon with Prince Henry, whom I had known for many years. As he took me back to my boat and I said goodbye to him, he said to me, "If anything should happen, Goodenough, you won't allow it to make any difference in the friendship we've had for many years, would you?" Quite honestly, at the moment, I was at a loss as to what he meant. Coming to England a few days later, I repeated the conversation to one of our most leading statesmen. And he said, he said that, did he? Well, he's a sentimental fellow, isn't he?
Franz Ferdinand had been not only a close friend, but an ally of the Kaiser. There now followed a period of 5 weeks, in which the major European countries speculated on the implications of the assassination. Germany confirmed its support for Austria, who delivered a strong ultimatum to Serbia. Russia supported its fellow Slav state Serbia, and France was bound to support Russia. Britain had a secret treaty with France, which would be activated if vital interests were threatened. But none of the countries were sure that Britain would join a conflict on the European mainland. Despite diplomatic efforts on all sides, there seemed to be an inexorable slide towards war. Nobody appeared to want it, but in a period of threats and ultimata, bluff and bluster were making it inevitable, with heads of state apparently powerless to prevent it. On the 28th of July, Austria declared war on Serbia, and in response, Russia declared a general mobilization of its troops on the 30th. Germany could wait no longer, and on August the 1st declared war on Russia, and 2 days later on France. Crucially, on the 2nd, Germany delivered an ultimatum to Belgium, informing her that the German army proposed to march through Belgium to attack France, violating both her territory and internationally agreed treaties. In London, Margot Asquith, the wife of the Liberal Prime Minister Herbert Asquith, described the atmosphere in those final days.